What is your favorite ocean creature? Mine is the octopus. I admire them for their intelligence and never-ending curiosity. And each individual animal has its own quirky little character traits. Oftentimes when I'm diving and I feel like something is observing me, I'll look over and sure enough, there's an octopus sitting perched high up on a rock someplace, observing me. To dive with the giant Pacific octopus, I have traveled to the Vancouver Strait in British Columbia. With me is my favorite underwater cameraman, Roberto Rinaldi, and German cephalopod scientist Heidi Windisch. The water's cold but rich in nutrients, evident by the abundance of sea life here. This is a life and death situation. A leather sea star sneaks up on an anemone and wants to eat it, but the anemone has the last laugh. Despite all odds, it can swim. It doesn't take long until we spot our first giant Pacific octopus gracefully swimming in the so-called flower position. All 8 arms are level and used to steer. The octopus creates jet propulsion by pumping water out of the tube-like siphon. Giant Pacific octopuses have an average arm span of 14 feet and typically weigh between 35 and 100 pounds. Each arm is lined with 2 rows of suckers. We follow the animal back to its cave. And because the octopus is an invertebrate, it can squeeze into the tiniest cracks and crevices. It is time for us to move on. Our new octopus friend watches us go, of course carefully camouflaged. It seems that our curious George has decided to follow his new 2-armed friends. He carefully makes his way to where Heidi and I were going, using his 8 arms as legs. The octopus is not only able to change the color of its skin, but also the texture, depending on the background that it wants to blend in with. We have decided to go back to the octopus's cave. I find a camera light right outside its cave. Heidi seems as confused as me. I don't think it is a coincidence that the light is here. I wave the light in front of the cave opening, and sure enough, our little thief appears wanting his toy back. The pupil is almost closed in the light of our cameras, but the sense of touch is enough for the octopus to start wrangling the toy away from me, using as many arms and suckers as needed. Thinking that I won this tug-of-war because the octopus is retreating, I dangle the light in front of the cave again, and the octopus comes back out reaching for this toy, while beautifully displaying its suckers and standing straight up. I finally let my octopus friend have his light back, because we're getting cold at a temperature of only 46 degrees Fahrenheit, and we need to move on. Apparently, he was having such a good time with us that he came around the reef the other way and is waiting for us again. Caught by my fin, he's making his way up my leg. Now it is easy to see how large the animal truly is in comparison to us. I love this moment. Octopuses are so gentle for their size and strength. As relaxed as the octopus encounter was for Heidi and I, the animal is reacting quite differently towards Roberto. It seems angry and chases our cameraman out of its territory. Keeping an eye on Roberto, the octopus continues to attack the camera lens. Does it see itself in the large dome port and thinks it's another octopus? Or is it in fact Roberto that the octopus is after? In any case, Roberto decides to ascend and leaves this octopus before it ruins his camera or harms him in any way. The majestic bow of the GB Church. This ship was sank in 1991 as an artificial reef and has since become the perfect habitat for many ocean inhabitants. Once used as a supply vessel during World War II, it is now covered with anemones and other plankton feeders. Simply beautiful. It feels like we're swimming through an enchanted forest. We decide to go deeper into the wreck. And sure enough, a giant Pacific octopus is coming down the stairs. The octopuses that live in the wreck are exceptionally large. They're very impressive. The reason is that they have such a good hiding place, and the wreck keeps them safe from predators such as orcas or sea lions. In fact, scientists have been monitoring the wreck from the get-go, and they know that there are about 6 giant octopuses hiding in the darkest places of this underwater steel palace. The largest of them is supposed to have a diameter of 18 feet. We decide to search for the other octopuses said to live in this wreck. And we don't have to go far. This one is living on the upper deck. Another true giant. In 1967, a 154-pound giant Pacific octopus was caught, and an entry in the Guinness Book of Records lists an octopus with an arm span of 32 feet and 300 pounds. Octopuses can be found all over the world's oceans, a fact that speaks to their incredible intelligence and adaptability. They're friendly, curious, and versatile loners. Unfortunately, my favorite ocean creatures only have a very short lifespan, mostly around 3 years. As sad as this is, they sure make the best of it. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Check out the other films as well, and remember, always keep your fins wet.